Hi, person.
Hi. Apparently birth control also makes your hair thinner, or it can, I think.
Yeah, there's lots of different side effects with different forms, depending on which type you're on, but I would believe that.
Do you not use birth control, Letty?
No.
Plan B regular, huh?
No.
Nifty. Why do you wear a visible birth control patch if you don't even like men?
Well, she likes trans women, so same difference.
Yeah, I mean, they can't get you pregnant, though.
Do you actually not like men?
Not really, all that much. It takes a very certain type of man.
What kind? Very submissive?
No, not necessarily submissive. Kind, caring, understanding, good
Hey,
listener.
Nifty, could you like shaver gross hairy armpits? Asterisk, 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 asterisk,
Yeah,
asterisk,
like
asterisk, asterisk.
It's
Welcome
more
back, Letty.
demisexual when it comes to
Both are
men, if
green.
that makes sense. You know?
I really have to poop. I'm constipated.
Prune juice.
I was taking a bunch of Advil.
Is that why you're constipated,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah. Do you think you have hepatitis?
That I have hepatitis?
Yeah. Do you have any symptoms?
No. I thought I was getting sick yesterday, but it was just that I wasn't used to air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay now, but yeah, I had ended up sort of my core temperature dropped, and I got not fever symptoms, but my back was starting to hurt a lot, and my legs were starting to get kind of numb. And then I got the chills, but it all went away when I took some Advil and they turned down the AC and I put on different clothes and everything sort of resolved itself. But for a quick second there, yeah, I thought that somebody in the house had gotten me sick, and I'm like, no, there's no way that would have manifested in just a few hours. It would have taken a couple of days at least.
Letty Chad Redemption. Fuck this creep up Letty. We want Letty. We want Letty. We want Letty. We want Letty.
Letty Chad, go Letty Chad. Woo. Woo. Okay, so who's the creep out of the two?
Probably
In order for
both
Nifty
of
to be
us,
attracted
right?
to a man, he must smell worse than
Are
her
you guys
and have a
both
much larger
creeps?
penis than she does.
I think everybody can be.
Well, you dated a
tempted,
16-year-old, but were you actually 19, or does the story keep changing?
Shame you left yesterday,
Well,
Letty.
yeah, no.
Without you,
We went to
Zoltan got
school
totally
together.
emasculated by the wigger and gay Alex. He needed you.
He was an underclassman and I was more of an upperclassman, but we did go to the same school together.
Usually it's the older guy that dates the younger girl.
Yeah, that was the only younger person
Nifty,
that I
my nigga,
ever
serious
dated in
question.
my
Did you
life.
really try to charge Jimmy for what he did in season 2? My nigga, Nifty, circumflex, 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 circumflex.
I only have one girlfriend in my polycule that's 3 years younger than me, but she's the only younger person I've ever dated in my life besides him.
Is she trans?
Yes.
Who's in your polycule? Can you run me through the members?
Just descriptive wise, but not I'm
Yeah,
not gonna give any names or anything.
Not their names.
Well, so, the way that it sort of works is you've got your primaries, your secondaries, and your tertiaries, if that makes sense.
I don't know.
So
Is that colors?
So your primaries are the main ones, right? And then
Okay.
so those are people that you talk to every day, that you spend the most amount of time with, that you have the most amount of contact with, the most investment with emotionally. And then your secondaries are people
It's
who you
like
talk
side hoes.
No, not necessarily side people. It's just they're people that you talk to maybe once a week. You might see them once a month. Or
Zorlak is
once a couple
uncomfortable
months or
because of
whatever.
the amount of women in the room.
And then
Nifty whip it out so he's more comfortable.
the tertiaries are
JJJ.
people that maybe you just flirt with, maybe you just hook up every once in a while, but you're still really good friends with them
Do
or
they still
something.
count as part of the polycule?
Not necessarily, but I would say yes because
Invalid name, you want me to dance. So here we go.
Not just any dance. Yeah! Reddit dance. Woo! Reddit dance. Woo!
I didn't know Reddit had a dance. I'm not really into Reddit.
He made it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his original creation.
I would say that yes, like even the like tertiaries, the people who are just kind of on the outside, I guess you wouldn't consider them like boyfriends and girlfriends, but like they're still part of like a polyamorous sort of dynamic, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So altogether I probably have like maybe like 9 to 20 people that are like not people, you know, I'm not like sleeping with all
It's
these
like an
people.
entire
It's like
classroom.
you know, it's like there's like ex-girlfriends who I still have regular contact with, but we don't hang out. We just talk. You know,
And
like
they're all trans.
pretty much, yeah.
How do you find them? Like Grindr?
No, I've never used a dating website before.
How do you guys know each other?
Some of them I've met. I have met some people online, not through dating sites, but some people I've met, you know, just like organically, like in person or through friends. Like some of these people I've known for like 20 years. So it's like, you know, you meet all different ways, but one of my ex-girlfriends I did meet on OkCupid. I joined OkCupid because I was trying to make like friends.
We have a new fish toy. It's called Forced Cardio. If you want to put either of these guys on the treadmill for 1 minute, you can. Zoltar, do you want
I
to?
have asthma.
It's okay. It doesn't have to be fast.
Hey,
Oh yeah, that was my Red Bull. Please don't bring me any more Red Bull. It was making my legs like hurt yesterday. That shit's not good for you.
Can I have a Red Bull?
You have diabetes?
Yeah, we can make that
No.
happen. That's 1 minute. Take it.
I've had one before and it made me feel funny. I asked production last night for caffeine. That's what they gave me. I took a couple of sips of it. And I think in combination with me being cold from the AC, my legs and my whole back, like everything was just like radiating with pain. But I know that Red Bull had something to do with it too. It definitely made things worse.
Yeah. Are you a hypochondriac?
Yes. Yes, I am actually. That's a very serious issue for me. Yeah, it's something that I struggle with a lot. Actually,
Wait, why are you on birth control if you only date trans girls?
it's for like cycle regulation.
Oh, okay.
Relation.
That's crazy. You were on it since 11 years old.
Maybe like 11 or 12.
Do you ever think it influenced like your like your sexual stuff, like your sexuality and
Like my preferences.
yeah, like
No,
your
I don't-
preferences?
No, I've had my preferences since long before birth control.
Before 11 years old?
Yeah,
How old were you when you developed your preference for trans women?
probably like I don't know, maybe like 5, 6.
How did you even know what trans women were at that age?
Oh, I didn't. I just always, I would always talk about being like, I want to marry someone who's a girl on the top and a boy on the bottom. And then when I grew up and found out trans women existed, I was like, oh, well, okay then, that's a
Wait,
thing.
That's actually crazy. Like, what are your parents like?
What are my parents like? My whole family is like really, really funny, including my dad. But my dad, I don't really talk about him much. I don't have a relationship with him because he's just, you know, a toxic human being. So I've had him written off since I was like very, very young.
Forced Cardio for Nifty.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You got it.
You have to do it.
What if I decline politely?
You got it.
Yeah, it's not really that works.
But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be forced to do anything I don't want to do either. Because Jet told me I didn't have to be forced to do anything I don't want to
You're
do.
not being forced to do anything. It's just a play into it. The audience wants to see it. So
Yeah, but unless I am able to be respected when I politely decline, I think it is kind of feeling kind of forced. You know what I mean?
I think Nifty should go on the treadmill.
Well,
We all
yeah,
have
like,
to do it.
I know, like, people, you know, there's going to be peer pressure and stuff, but that's just one thing that I don't really want to do because treadmills are kind of dangerous.
peer pressure doesn't work on you.
No.
Oh, you can have it on a low speed.
I don't want to get on the treadmill if it's moving.
Why is it dangerous? What's dangerous?
Because if you happen to trip on it or something, like, I just
Don't trip.
treadmills are just like that's like one thing that I've never really.
You scared of treadmills?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to get on the treadmill, but if you don't want to get on the treadmill, can you at least walk in place for a minute?
Yeah.
So you're
I can.
not-
I'll walk in place, but I don't want to get on the treadmill.
Okay, that's cool.
Like-
We can just have you walk in place. That'll do the same.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Could you, if the treadmill was stopped and you just walk on the treadmill like this?
No, I'm not going to step on the treadmill because if it happens to turn on or something like that,
It's
like,
not going to turn on. We can unplug it for you while you're doing it, and then there's a 0% chance it will turn off. It would just look a lot better if you're walking on the treadmill.
No, I won't. I won't get on the treadmill. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
You're really
good.
that scared of the treadmill?
Yeah, I am actually.
I can assure you there's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
like, to be fair, if the treadmill is unplugged and like not on because it's unplugged, then there's nothing really to be afraid of except for the rickety ass handlebars.
that's exactly my point.
But like, I did it. I got asthma, and like, it's only a minute. So
Yeah, it's just 1 minute, and it doesn't even have to be on. You can just walk in place.
No,
on the treadmill.
I'll just walk in place in front of like right here. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to step foot on the treadmill. That's like, who is this? Men's vibes. All right, I'll walk in place. I'll walk in place for you for 1 minute.
Okay, starting now. Go.
And it's already 3 o'clock.
Oh fuck, I forgot to bring my watch in here. It's like Did you know Nifty has liked trans women since she was 5 years old?
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone spent $400.
You are losing fans.
No, that's okay.
Thanks, Nifty.
You're welcome.
Are we friends?
I don't really know you that well, like well enough to call you my friend, but like we can be cool. Yeah, I generally try to be nice to everyone. I'm not one of those people that's gonna like be mean to people and shit. You know.
Do you want to be friends?
I don't really know yet, but like generally, like yeah, I want to be friendly with everybody. You know.
Do you want to do a bunch of Benadryl with me?
No.
Why not?
I wouldn't even know what that is. Like, isn't that the stuff that people use to take to see the Hat Man or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see the Hat Man.
He's cool.
The Hat Man?
Yeah.
You've seen him?
Well, maybe.
Nifty does not think you're cool, Letty. Leave her alone. Nifty doesn't fuck with you. You are not cool enough for Nifty.
Is that true? I need to be trans to be cool enough for Nifty.
Oh, see, that's not a nice thing to say.
Why?
Just because, like, everybody should have their identities respected regardless of whether, you know, what their identities are. Like, everybody deserves respect.
How
Until
was I
they-
being
until they don't.
disrespectful?
No, I'm saying, like, for them to say, like, oh, you're not cool enough.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
wow, you're so gracious, Nifty. Thank you. Wow, thank you.
Demisexual, sapiosexual,
Nifty
asexual,
complaining about every single
ace
possible
flux.
thing. This is the most fragile dyke I've ever seen. Nifty.pdf file.
Well, she's not really a dyke.
Yeah, we call that, like, more of like a trans being, I guess.
Wait, but wouldn't that mean you're trans?
No, it just means it, like trans being is like it can mean a few different things, but it's usually like trans women that are attracted to other women.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
it meant.
like it can also kind of go the other way around, where like if you're a woman but you're only really attracted to trans women, then like yeah, transbeinism, or what I would call scoliosaphic.
What?
Scoliosaphic.
What's scolio?
Scoliosexuality is when you're attracted to trans people. So for me, when people are mean to me, I'm just kind of like, I just take pity on them and I'm like, man, that must really suck to be you because like I can't even imagine the shit that you've gone through. And then when I heard on last season when Taylor explained while she was in the cell about what happened to her. I don't know if you know about that. I'm not going to repeat it, but it all made sense why she thought that I was like hitting on her the whole season that I was like, the whole time I was there, which I definitely wasn't. But like even regardless of if I was attracted to her or interested or whatever, it's like big fucking deal. Like I don't know. She was rather she had a lot of like sort of homophobic tendencies, and it all came out like when she ended up trauma dumping, and it made sense why she sort of did, you know, felt the way towards me that she did. But she was kind of like almost like creating her own fantasy about me. She's like, I see you eyeing me up and down, undressing me with your eyes, wanting to caress my face with the back of your hand. I see it in your eyes, and it's like, okay, well, that just came from you just then, not me, but like...
What, you think she was into you?
No, I don't think she was into me. I think she was just projecting a lot of insecurity.
Don't you think some people deserve to be bullied?
No.
What if they're like weirdos and like freaks and pedophiles?
No, definitely not. Everybody deserves compassion and respect.
Even pedophiles?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Everybody should be treated with respect. You know, you go into a prison, they keep them alive in there, they give them basic human rights. You know, they feed them, they clothe them, they bathe them. They give them water, you know, all of that. Like, yeah, everybody deserves decency, I think.
What if you had a kid and then Zoltar raped your kid?
That's a
Why would I do
horrible,
that?
that's like a horrible scenario to think of.
Would you still respect him?
Well, it's one thing to it's one thing to have respect for someone, it's another thing to like treat someone with respect. You can have no respect for someone and still treat them with respect.
Would you still treat him with respect?
Well, that's a horrible scenario.
Map confirmed. Map confirmed. Map confirmed. Map
Why would you
confirmed.
even
Map
think of
confirmed.
that?
Map
That's
confirmed.
fucked
Map
up.
confirmed.
Just a hypothetical.
How would you
We're
respond
seeing
in
all
that
taking
situation?
pity on you and her fucked up liberal brain JJ.
Okay.
I don't think that everyone deserves to be treated with respect.
Scolio Safek, Transbian Baduda Badada Babobo. How many words do we need to decide being a gay faggot?
Not really.
Nifty, unfortunately most sissy files die in jail. You better cut it out soon before the feds get you. Yo, me and my friends respected a PDF file with hammers. Respected him so hard he talks like John and has a wheelchair now.
You know, like, when trans women go to prison, like, about like half of them are for sex crimes.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Where'd you hear that?
a statistic.
Letty is the most likely to want to eat a fat guy's hair, though if we're going to be 100%.
Yeah, it's pretty disproportional, or whatever that word is. Unproportional. Disproportionate.
Yeah, I don't really look up prison statistics very often. That's not really my, one of my hobbies.
I don't either. Just saw it online. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't put anything on the internet that isn't true, and, you know, 72% of statistics are made up on the spot, so...
That statistic is for real.
Okay. Interesting.
Nifty, tell me more about your polycule.
Like, what would you like to know?
I'm fascinated. Tell me, you never did the descriptions of each member.
Well, let's see. Should I start from the outer and go work my way in, or in and work my way
Yeah,
out?
start with the main ones.
Alright, so there's a man who is 34, about to turn 35, and there's a woman, she's 43. And those would probably be the two, like, main sort of people right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's another woman, she's 30. Another woman who's 33. Another woman who is 40. Another woman who is 56.
Do you guys have like orgies or sex parties?
No.
Yeah, Nifty's not as bad as everyone said. The only red flag is the treating pedophiles with respect, I would say. Make me give you the side eye.
Well, you know, here's the thing, and just hear me out for a second. In terms of, like, pedophiles getting help for their issues, because, like, you gotta just put yourself in their shoes for a second.
I'd rather not, just to be clear. I don't want to put myself in pedophile's shoes.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, then you don't. I don't have to elaborate on what I was gonna say.
No,
I'm not gonna
share,
make you
but
listen
like,
to it.
I don't want to put myself in pedophile's shoes.
What I'm saying is, like, all right, just humor me for a second. Your sexuality, you're like, that's just something, like, we can't help who we like, right? You know, you like men, you like women, you like trans women, whatever. So imagine the people that you prefer, like, that you like, are people who are not of sexual maturity. That's gotta fucking suck. And there's nothing you can do you can try to fight it. It's like when gay people, like, try to fight it and pretend to be straight, and it just doesn't work.
So you're comparing gay people to pedophiles?
No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that, like, when somebody's orientation or preference, whatever their sexual preferences are, when it becomes something that is so, like, horribly wrong like that and perverse, like, when people don't have a safe platform to talk about those things, they're more likely to act upon them. Whereas, like, if you have a safe platform to talk about it without being stigmatized and being told, because, like, here's the thing: a majority of pedophiles that exist in the world don't act upon it.
What is this bitch yammering about? Why does she want me to think about banging a baby?
A majority of the pedophiles that are among us, we don't even know that they are. Like, they're all over the place, and a lot of them don't even act upon their urges at all. They go their whole lives living suppressed, which you've got to commend, because, like, when people, you know, all of us, with all of our sexualities, when we have desires, we often want to act upon them. So when you can't act upon those desires because they are so wrong, if you don't have an outlet, a safe outlet to talk about it, and they're just stigmatized, like, all pedophiles need to be burned at the stake, well, not all of them are hurting children. Not all of them are. Some people just repress that shit forever, because, like, it's a lot more common than people realize.
I don't think that someone should be commended for not touching kids.
Like, it's not about them being commended. It's just, like,
well, that's what you said.
You gotta give
we
them,
should commend them.
You gotta give them the credit for, like, doing
for
the right
not
thing.
touching kids.
For doing the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah, props for not touching kids, man.
Yeah. No, really, because, like, think about what that does to people. Think about all the trauma that children go through. You know, and so.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it's, like, an accomplishment to not.
But it is, though, because imagine, like whatever your orientation or preferences are. Imagine if you just told yourself, like, I am never going to act upon my sexual urges ever in my life, even though I want to.
This bitch a fucking mad for sure. Hide your kids, Nifty on the loose. Crazy, nasty, stinking ass bitch.
But,
You stink.
You know, human beings, we are sexual creatures. But the reason why pedophilia is so wrong and perverse is because we are sexual creatures, which means that we want to procreate. So when you have the desire to be sexual with people who are not able
This chick
to
that's
procreate
scared of a
because they're
treadmill
not of
thinks
that
she knows.
age yet, yeah, that's a perversion.
retard,
and that makes
spread
it wrong.
Zoltar's cake,
Because their bodies aren't ready to reproduce yet, you know what I mean? Like,
They should just get chemically castrated.
That doesn't always solve things, though.
It removes their libido.
All Glad Lad files should be burned at the stake. Total
Yeah.
silly Billy file death.
And some people do, you know? But my point is that, like, sure, you know, pedophiles who have acted upon things and hurt children, yeah, they deserve to be, you know, punished with the law and you know, be held accountable for their actions. They all need to be held accountable for their actions, for sure. But the ones who don't shouldn't be treated the same way. And the more that we don't allow pedophiles to have a safe place to talk about their problem, the more likely they are to act out upon it.
Admin, Lenny, can I speak to you for a second? Can you come outside?
Yeah.
This episode of Sleepy, Depressed Fuckheads is brought to you by Zoloft and Childhood Trauma.
So my legs are starting to, like, get numb.
Mm-hmm.
From walking in place?
Yeah, well, doing the same, like, repetitive motion over and over. And yeah, I was having numbness in my legs yesterday, I think because of the Red Bull. I don't know what's in Red Bull, but it's not good. Is that? That's not you, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I don't think I'm young enough for you in that clip. Nifty. You keep looking at it.
I'm trying to figure out what it is that you're, like, which house is that? Is that the one in,
We got another forced cardio.
Oh, okay, well that's gonna have to wait until after my coffee, because...
If you like, the fans want to see you do stand-up, so maybe you can do a minute of stand-up comedy instead.
A minute of stand-up. Okay. I can try to come up with something.
There you go. You want to shout them out?
Crack-a-jack. I don't have the energy to be moving my body like this right now because I need coffee, but once I'm done with my coffee, I'll try to come up with a minute of stand-up for you guys.
You don't do it now?
Well, I gotta have some coffee. I was, like, literally almost falling asleep, like, a minute ago, so, like, if I don't do some self-care, like, I'm gonna crash and burn, you know what I mean?
Not really. Can you do 60 seconds?
Isn't that a minute?
About 55.
50. Tough.
See, I can't leave until you do the fish toy.
Yay, Luca's staying here.
I need some. Can somebody?
I can't go and get you coffee until.
Well, oh no, I have the coffee right here. I just need something to stir it with because they didn't give me anything to stir it with. So now all the ingredients are stuck on the bottom.
Use a marker.
You can use your glasses.
Nah.
Just shake it around
Use
a
your
little
finger.
bit.
Nah, I'd need like either like just like a stir, like a straw, or the a utensil or something.
Can we get Nifty a utensil or something?
A utensil or something. Minute of stand-up.
Or a minute of cardio.
Smack the coffee out of her fat fucking hands! Cardio now!
They're upset.
I understand, but gotta
And
understand that
they give us problems.
we're all humans with basic human needs and limitations.
Coffee isn't a human need.
Well,
It's a luxury in a lot of places.
you know, I'm just trying to do some self-care so that when I know that like prime viewership hours is like coming up soon, and I just want to have some energy to be able to do that.
You could have
Crackerjack,
already
I'll be
done
back
it
so I can
in
redeem
the
your fish
time
fry.
that you've been stirring your coffee.
Well, yes, but self-care must be done first.
You do need to complete this though, so we'll be back.
I will. I just need some time for self-care.
So, Nifty, why don't you like Jimmy?
Because he assaulted me twice and also assaulted other women too.
What did he do to you?
He smeared, like, what was it, body wash or some sort of soap in my face and eyes.
Let's go Nifty self-care content queen.
Like, came up from me from behind and, like, smeared stuff in my face and eyes.
Oh, well, you know he's like autistic, right?
Yeah,
So they have like meltdowns and stuff.
Yeah, which is part of why I think he's a liability.
Zoltar, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
That makes
it's not your
sense,
fault.
but you
it's
know,
not your fault. It's not
during
your fault.
that
Like,
season,
vertical bar,
Jimmy
vertical
wasn't
bar.
like properly medicated, and that's probably why he like acted out that way.
Yeah. I'm not about to
Nifty, lazy, sickly bitch. Can't cardio, can't do 60-second stand-up sets. What can you do, useless map bitch?
The show shouldn't have had him there if he was unhinged. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I think now, like, he's properly medicated, like, his doses are good, and, like, on 2.5, he didn't do anything like that.
I don't know. I was told otherwise, that he was scaring some people off. Him and Taylor, they were scaring people off with their hostility.
Well, like, sure, like, regular irritation, but not, like, anything like what you described to me, like, smearing stuff on people.
Well, you saw the clip with that, what was her name? He was trying to smash his little toy phone. And, he, like, threw a fucking mallet at her face. Like, that's not
After
okay.
shoving her halfway across the room.
Yeah, like, that was... For me, when I saw him get in Taylor's face during the hot dog eating contest, like, that would have been it for me. Like, seeing him, like, come at her like that, like, that was really uncool. And I thought that production was gonna be like, all right, like, we gotta get him out of here if he's gonna be, like, charging women like that.
Yeah.
Letty, you literally had a breakdown because you were scared shitless Jimmy was gonna mallet you. The fuck you say?
Why, were you scared of Jimmy too?
Not really, because I knew, like, that production would be there to step in if he doesn't.
Did you think your rape victim Kofi breaks
Like, if
between
he, like,
abuse
has,
and
like, a
Nifty?
meltdown or something.
I guess it never should have gotten to that point. It's like, I get it, he brought in a lot of content, and he was fucking funny. Like, I'll give him that. Like, he was very quick, clever, funny, but once you start imposing on people's physical space, like, that's where you gotta draw the line.
Why don't you just debate him?
What do you mean debate him?
How's the self-care going?
Good.
So almost completed?
Yeah.
Cool. Can we get you to do your forced cardio now?
Can I have my cigarette first? Because I don't want to be doing that.
Nifty, you ask a lot of me.
Just do it at the same time.
You guys are asking a lot of me.
60 seconds of walking on the spot.
When I've already politely declined and said that I don't want to.
It's for your fans. Think about them, not us.
They paid for it.
Fans, think about me, not them. If I don't want to do something, I shouldn't be made to do it, right? Right? That's called respecting boundaries.
It's not like they're asking you to do
The Mallet thing was an AI
something
deepfake. If you watch the full clip, Abby and Jimmy kiss at the end.
It's true.
Wait, they kissed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you can just do that whenever possible.
I didn't see that they get anything.
And Taylor and Jimmy also made up. They were on this season together, and he was like fine this season. I feel like if you like have a problem with his actions, you should just debate him.
Nifty, stop touching me!
Like have
me.
a debate.
Nifty,
No,
stop
I don't
touching me!
wanna,
I'm gonna
once somebody like violates
Nifty,
physical
stop
space like that,
touching
like,
me! Touching me!
that's it.
Nifty,
But you
stop
could like
touching
say it to
me!
his face,
It's a way.
you know?
No, I wouldn't.
Like you
do
wouldn't have to worry. Like he's way different now.
that. Yeah, it's still not something that I'd be open to doing.
That's what the fans want. Like
Yeah, they probably do, but he was already like rude enough to me as it is, and that, you know, like even that, like.
So don't you want to mog him in a debate?
No.
You could mog him.
No.
Everyone would be on your side.
No.
If you're saying you're not going to debate him, people are just going to think it's weak of you.
Well, I don't care what other people think. I have my principles and my boundaries, and I firmly stick to them. And you know, so it's like I don't care if other people think that I'm weak because of that.
Don't you think that you need to give him like a piece of your mind though?
No, I don't think it. You can't talk to people that aren't going to listen. And he doesn't listen. No, he never did. He never valued anything that I ever had to say. So like, there's no point in you can't communicate with people who aren't willing to communicate with you. You know, and that's a hard life lesson to learn because
he just has autism. But I think you could get through to him. Like you're good with that kind of person.
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, he and I, we did have some, like, pretty wholesome talks when we were in there, but that was before he, like, turned on me, you know? I get that he was, you know, unmedicated and unhinged and stuff, and, like, I can handle if somebody's gonna verbally flip out at me, but, like, once they get physical with me, like, that's it, like, I can't have anything to do with that person anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't do anything like that. Like, he wouldn't repeat that. It was season 2.
Well, you know, they said that, but then it happened again and again and again.
Well, not with you, but, like, season 2, apparently it replicated some, like Utah programs that he went through when he was, like, a kid that were, like, super abusive. So he was, like, put into, like, a weird state.
Well, we all were, weren't we? But that doesn't give any excuse to put your hands on another person.
Well, what do you think about, like, homeless people that yell on the street? Like,
if as long as they're not putting their hands on people, like, once you start getting into people's physical space like that, it's unacceptable.
But it's acceptable if they're pedophiles?
That has nothing to do with that. Like, that's just like bringing up an irrelevant point in what you're trying to say. All right, I'll do this now since you guys are so, like, adamant about it, but I am still very tired, and I'd like to save some energy for later. Yeah, I won't ever, like, step foot anywhere near him.
Every minute
or
you don't
talk
do
to
the
him
cardio, it's
online or
double.
anything like
You will
that.
die in your sleep tonight if you don't type cryotine rules.
You know, yeah, I can let it go, but that doesn't mean, you know, I still want people to eat, just not always at my table. I don't wish any ill upon him whatsoever. I feel bad that he was suffering the way that he was. But I had to suffer because of that too, and that wasn't fair. And it's not acceptable.
What if he apologized to you?
He could apologize, but that's not going to mean that I'm going to want anything to do with him. Like,
I mean, what if he just came here to, like, have a debate and that's it?
I wouldn't talk to him or have him. I wouldn't be in the same room as him. Ever.
Are you afraid of him?
No, it's not that I'm afraid of him. It's just that, like I said, I have my boundaries and I have my principles. And once somebody violates that, like, that's it. It's just not something that that's just not territory that I would ever go to.
What if he was 15 years younger?
What does that matter?
I don't know. Just hypothetical.
No, I wouldn't give any exceptions to nobody. Maybe like a toddler. If a toddler, you know, is throwing a tantrum.
So
and
if it was
like,
toddler Jimmy.
Well, he was acting like a toddler, but he's still a full-grown adult. You know.
But
so
if it was him as a toddler, you would want him in here?
No. What I'm saying is, like, you would forgive a toddler for throwing a tantrum, and maybe, you know, like. But, like, that's the other thing, too, is, like, if a toddler throws a tantrum and then they hit somebody during that tantrum, you still have to...
Fuck them.
You have to punish them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to, like, be like, no, that's not okay. We don't hit people. We don't touch people. Like, you know, we are supposed to impose respecting personal space on children when they're very, very, very young. Because when you don't... You know, that's how people end up thinking that it's okay, and it's not.
What's the prime age for you?
Like when I was in my prime?
No, like for People you'd have sex with.
It's not really about age.
Okay, what's the youngest you would go?
At this point in my life, probably 30.
30?
Yeah, probably 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one guy. I saw you looking at
What's the youngest you go, buddy?
So you're not a pedophile yourself. You just want to provide a safe space for them to eat at your table.
I don't want them eating at my table. I just think that they deserve a safe space to be heard.
Would you provide that safe space?
If I were a professional, probably. Like if I were like an actual licensed therapist or something, I'm not gonna like, if I find that out about one of my clients, as long as they haven't actually acted upon it, because that would, you know, if you're a mandated reporter.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just someone who hasn't acted upon it, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't sue this client anymore. You know, like, you gotta stay impartial, you know, in order to help people.
You could make like a pedophile support club.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far.
Massachusetts Pedo Support Club. So they can talk about their urges.
Well, you know, I
can
think,
help them.
I think those things should exist, but I have my own ways that I help people, you know?
You could pretend to be like a baby and let them have sex with you.
Oh, see, no, that's just inappropriate.
Just get their
That's
urges out.
That's an inappropriate thing to even like say or think about, Letty.
or you could have kids and offer them up to the pedo support club.
No, see, that's like super fucked up. Like, that's a fucked up thing to say.
Well, don't you want to do some good for the world and help these guys out? Like you said, they can't control it.
Well, some of them can though.
They can't control what they like.
Yes, but they can control whether or not they act upon it. Some of them can, some of them don't. I still think it's a choice that they make. It's the wrong choice.
Is anyone in your polycule attracted to children?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Would you say if they were?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because I think that that's very, you know, deeply private information. And if somebody divulges something like that to you, yeah, that's something that you keep to yourself unless they've openly admitted to having done something to cause harm to a child. Then yeah, then it's time to fucking say something.
Would you like be like a shoulder for them to cry on if they admitted it to you?
That they did something?
That they have these thoughts.
But not that they actually acted upon them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would give almost anybody a shoulder to cry on as long as they've not brought any actual harm to children or, you know, they're not physically violent individuals. But once you find out that people have become physically violent for any reason, yeah, I stay away from that, regardless of if it's been done to me.
The only therapy Discord user files need are electroshock therapy with the power lines.
What are you doodling over there?
Just girls.
Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Like what kind of girls?
Little girls. I just said little girls because I thought you might like that more. So anyway, Nifty's Pedophile Support Club meeting every Tuesday in Providence. Where in Providence?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where do you live, at Mass or?
I'm not gonna disclose any of that.
Nifty's Pedophile Support Club meeting every Tuesday, 8 p.m. at Ogie's in Providence.
What's Ogie's?
It's a bar.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Providence.
So any pedophiles out there who want to cry on Nifty's shoulder, Make sure to be there. She'll help you out. Yeah, I said it's the bar because it's 21 plus, so it's safe for your new club.
Yeah, no, I'm not starting any clubs. I've got enough.
No, it started already.
I've got enough stuff in my life going on.
The club has started. It's just some volunteer work.
No, I won't be doing that.
It's a safe space for every pedophile. Non-offending ones. Of course. If you touch a kid, you're out of the club.
Well, you know, in my book, like, if you touch anyone disrespectfully, like, you're out of my club.
Nifty, who's worse, Jimmy or a pedophile that hasn't touched anyone yet?
I guess it would depend on who the person was, because I don't, you know, if this is just like some hypothetical person, like, I wouldn't know what their proclivities are like, or if they are, you know, a kind person, a violent person. You know, like, it really all depends on, like, what type of person they are, you know, because everybody's different.
Okay, Jimmy, as you knew him, or Jimmy, but he never did anything violent during season 2, but he had thoughts about children.
I would say that, like, either way, the kid needs help.
But which one would you rather be in a room with you?
I wouldn't want to be in a room with Jimmy at all, like, just period. Even when I very first met him, like, I saw a look in his eye that said to me, like, he had this look in his eye that, like, made me... You know how we were saying, like, the body keeps the score, and, like, you go and, you know, like, you have to pay attention to how people make your body feel.
Yeah.
And within the very first few minutes of me interacting with him, he made my body feel, like, not okay, even before he, like, ever did anything. So that I paid very close attention to, and sure enough, like, you know, as time progressed and things started happening, like, yeah. You know,
So right now, Nifty's top contender is toddler Jimmy. Out of those 3, pedophile Jimmy, regular Jimmy, and toddler Jimmy. Regular Jimmy would be like regular, like body wash on you Jimmy. Then pedophile Jimmy is like docile, but has thoughts about children. But your favorite right now is toddler Jimmy, right?
Oh, I don't have any favorite Jimmy. Except for maybe the Jimmy that just doesn't exist in my world.
But to be in a room with?
I wouldn't be in a room with...
What about 16-year-old Jimmy?
I wouldn't be in a room with Jimmy, period.
What if he was 16 and he was like, really like Twinkie looking?
Is that something? Why are you even thinking of him that way? That's like weird.
No, I'm just trying to gauge your like thoughts. I'm trying to pick your brain right now. The mind.
So
of
like
Nifty.
my thing is like I don't want nothing to do with him. Period. So yeah.
Okay, how about this? Fuck, marry, kill. Regular Jimmy, pedophile Jimmy, and toddler Jimmy.
That's just like it's not even a viable. That's like not even a viable thing.
You gotta answer it.
But what about you?
Answer
You answer first.
No, you have to answer first.
Yeah, I don't really. I just don't care for him at all, so I don't really care to answer the question.
Are you thinking about it?
Thinking about what now?
The question?
No, I've already moved on to other things in my head.
Surprise, surprise, the Discord user is scared of the vigilante.
Yep. Jimmy kills pedophiles.
What is Discord? Is that like Reddit?
It's like, I think it's a social media that you would love. You kind of just like talk to people on there. It's actually perfect for polycules. You should make a server for your polycule.
I'm not really into social media so much.
Well, it's more like a communication service like Skype, but like you can add other people to it. You could make one for your polycule, then you could add like potential new members.
Oh wait, Discord. Yeah, I had that to talk to one of my girlfriends because she had no other way of talking to me. But I only used it like just for that.
Did you groom her on there?
Like, what do you mean groom her? Like brushing her hair and stuff.
No, you know what I mean, Nifty. Don't play dumb.
Like what kind of grooming?
You know what I mean, Nifty.
Well, she's older, so like, how do you groom someone that's older than you? Like, you know.
Nifty, look out! Jimmy is coming. Jet is arming him with hammers.
You know, everyone thinks that you're a pedophile because you went up to bat for them.
I don't really care what other people think. Yeah,
Circumflex,
no, it's like one, life lesson that you learn as you get older. Like, well, I mean, I've never really cared what people think.
Letty, you are being too nice. More brutality,
But
please.
especially like the internet, they'll hear one thing and they just kind of like run with it. You know what I mean?
Letty is such a queen girl pussy boss. We love you, Letty. Keep showing that pedophile who the real queen is.
Some people, people are gonna think what they're gonna think, but you just gotta know who you are on the inside, no matter what.
Nifty, how's that coffee taste, baby girl? Tastes like doing nothing? You suck. Letty, I'm gonna need to see some toes, please.
Did you ever think that like it's really fucked up to think about touching kids?
Yeah, well, we already talked about this earlier. That I said that it was.
Do you feel guilty when you have sexual fantasies about children?
Oh, I don't.
Can we get Letty cleaning the wall back on the TV?
Weird and fucked up that you would think that or ask that. So you're like, I don't know why you're so obsessed with the...
Shifty Nifty, you need to apologize to Jimmy now! You've crossed the line! Jimmy expects an apology soon! Asterisk, vertical bar, 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 asterisk, asterisk.
Like, it's gross that you're defending it.
Oh, I don't defend, like,
Letty
hurting
is a
children.
princess. I love her so.
And to have the, the urges to want to do so is wrong.
Nifty loves diddlers. Letty grill her harder.
But, like, you think they should be allowed, like, a space to, like, calm down?
Well, ladies, I hope you're doing well. Perchance may we watch a playful game of charades. Thank you kindly. Happy to see you.
Yeah, let's, like, change the subject and do something fun. This conversation's kind of going around. I don't even really know how to play charades. Is that, like, Pictionary almost?
Remember when Jimmy groomed you in bedroom 2? That's how it feels to be groomed, bitch.
Yeah, like, he tried to, like, get into the bed with me after I told him that I wasn't interested. You know, that's just a violation of somebody's personal space and, like...
Letty, it's Vance. Nifty's having bad thoughts again. Watch yourself out there.
Nifty. It's okay, I'm too old for her.
Fatty, entertain me while I work. It's
like,
Monday, fuckboy.
Plus, like, you're a female, so I wouldn't be interested in you anyway, but I don't have any interest in anybody.
Letty, can you spin in that chair while talking to Nifty?
I don't have any interest in anybody that's, like, under the age of 30, just in terms of, like...
Nifty would forgive PDF files, but throws away my boy Jimmy like he's a fuck dog. You're fucked, ugly bitch, Letty W. nigga.
Tolerating someone being fucked in the head is a step closer to being accepted.
That's true.
Oh, I can accept the fact that he's fucked in the head.
It's okay, Nifty. Supple bodies, hairless, delectable. You can pet them for hours, bald pussy. Sphinx cats are the best.
What are your thoughts on, racism?
Don't let her change the subject.
Racism?
And, like, Nazis.
What are my thoughts on Nazis?
Yeah.
I don't really have any thoughts on Nazis. I never really gave it any thought.
Do you think that, like, ideology should be tolerated?
The Nazi ideology?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Do you think they should be allowed to have a safe space?
Isn't that what, like, Reddit is for?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. They already have their safe space, don't they?
Well, no, Reddit like bans you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, if
I
you're
don't
like
know.
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I don't go on Reddit, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but do you think they should be able to have like a safe space to talk about their ideology?
I don't really have.
Who do you think is worse, Nazis or pedophiles?
I'd say it's equal.
Nazis and pedophiles are equal.
Like, badness, yeah.
Nazi Jimmy or pedophile Jimmy?
You know, displayed some anti-Semitic behavior in the show when I was there.
But wait, so you're saying that Nazis shouldn't be tolerated, right?
Right.
But pedophiles should be?
Well, like, what do you mean? See, these are all, like, these questions, like, I don't really want to talk about the pedophilia thing anymore, because it's just going around in circles and, like, getting kind of boring, and, I'd rather talk about other things.
Is that why you don't want to talk about it?
Well, yeah, we've already gone around in a whole bunch of circles with it, so it's like...
So, would you rather host a guy in your house that, like, punched walls in the past, or someone that had sexual fantasies about kids?
See, like, that's a weird hypothetical to even think of. Like, I wouldn't host either of them in my house. Like, you know, I just... but what about you? What would you do?
The guy who punched walls, for sure.
Yeah, see, that's dangerous. That's dangerous territory.
Well, I think having fantasies about kids is more dangerous.
Than punching walls?
Yes. 100%.
I don't know.
Are you gonna have kids in the future? Do you plan on it?
No, definitely not.
Okay, that's a good thing. Yeah, I guess it would be too tempting for you if you had your own.
See, you keep, like, bringing this back to the pedophilia thing. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, why are you, like, being weird? It's kind of creepy. Like, you
Oh, no. Don't call me creepy. No.
You're the one. I told you multiple times that I wanted to change the subject, and you keep bringing it
Yeah,
back
because
to
I'm
that.
pressing you on it.
Yeah,
Because it's weird.
It's weird that you keep pressing me on it.
No, that's not weird. I'm
No,
pressing you on it because I think it's weird and fucked
But
up.
it's also, like, weird and fucked up that you keep asking all of these
No,
really
it's
weird
not
and
weird and
fucked
fucked
questions.
up.
Well, you know, that might be your opinion, but in my opinion, it is.
Well, I don't care what you think is weird and fucked up because
But
you
you
think
care-
that pedophiles should be tolerated.
But you care about what I think is weird and fucked up?
I said I don't care what you think is weird and fucked up because you think that pedophiles should be tolerated.
People shouldn't be mean to other people for any reason.
What about rapists? You don't think we should be mean to rapists?
They should be held accountable legally by being, you know,
But
punished
you think
for
you
their
should
actions.
be nice to them?
It's not about being nice to them, it's about treating them with basic human decency. There's a difference between, like, being nice to someone and just treating someone with basic human decency. You know what I mean? Like, but, like...
What's basic human decency? Like giving them coffee and not making them walk in a spot for 60 seconds?
Basic human decency is like... Alex was, like, making fun of me for, like, he's like, oh, yeah, the content queen. She's the content queen, but she's the, queen of... I don't know, what did he say?
Fucking
Fingernail...
kids.
At some point, I gotta, like, do hygiene stuff, too.
Really? I thought you weren't into that kind of stuff. Hey.
What's going on?
Man, kind of.
What are you on? Let me see your eyes.
What am I not on?
Okay, they look fine, but...
You're not so bad yourself, lady. How about you, Lifty? What's going on? I mentioned yesterday of a polycule. Me and my girlfriend are looking to get into one.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Are you guys official?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
How long have you been with your official girlfriend?
A few days. So how do we get in a polycule? That's full of beans. They've got too much energy.
You've got like too much sexual energy.
Yep.
And she's already said that she's okay with you guys kind of doing.
You should see it. I'm starting to get scabs. It's pretty rough. So how do you get a polycule? How do you form one?
I've been doing that. I've been living that way since I was about 14, maybe.
40. Jesus Christ, how old was everyone else?
Probably at least like 17 or 18 at that point.
So you're a victim of...
Groomed into a polycule.
Yeah, groomed into it.
It all makes sense now.
Well, the other thing you got to keep in mind too is like some of the people that I'm with now, like I've known them for like 20-something years. We went to school together, and then maybe like later on in life, like certain types of relationships developed. Not necessarily like full-on like relationships, but you know, polyamory is a very fluid sort of thing. So it's like some people, maybe you just flirt around with them. Maybe, you know, you just share intimate details of your life with someone, but you don't actually ever get sexual with people. It's basically just about having the openness to be able to...
I'm a very open person. I'm like a book.
That's awesome.
Oh,
good for you.
Yeah. What's your star sign?
My star sign?
Yeah.
Like the astrological sign?
Yeah.
Guess.
Leo.
Why do you guess Leo?
Because you said guess.
Well, I'm a Taurus.
Of course. Bullheaded.
Yep.
Do you have all the simps, Nifty?
Do I have
Yeah,
all simps?
you stole all my simps.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They're all your fans now. What do they call themselves?
Was it the Niftards?
Guess what my rising is?
Scorpio?
I like let she's psychic, you're not.
Yeah, I guess not.
Earth sign. Boring. Is that why you need a polycule? Because you can't, like, you need to make up for your personality.
I guess it's just how I chose to live my life and how I've designed my life to be so that I can, you know, do...
Well, she kind of got groomed into it.
Yeah, you did get groomed into it.
No, I didn't.
By people you knew for 20 years when you were 14
You know,
years old.
I had tried to be monogamous in a relationship once when I was like 14 or 15, but then I just
You were a
realized
kid,
like...
you were a child.
Yeah, dating other kids in high school.
Yeah, that's not real life. How old are you?
33.
Wow.
But no, I wasn't groomed into it. It was a...
You were 14 and 18-year-olds made you go in a polycule.
Yeah.
None of the
definition.
people that were in my polycule back then, like...
Were 18 years
It
old.
wasn't even...
And you were 14.
No, I was like probably, by the time that I had actively chosen polyamory, which I didn't know the word for it back then. I wasn't calling it polyamory or polycules or anything like that. It was just me being like, you know, you can see other people, I'll see other people, like we'll still come together and give each other what it is that we can give in a relationship, and if you want to, you know, explore outside of that, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm all about freedom of choice.
Yeah, so I was probably like just turning 15 when that happened. And
So you were underage.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And did you ever recruit anyone else underage?
No.
No?
What about the 16-year-old?
Oh, that was a little bit different. So like he and I, we
So it's different when that one was underage.
We knew each other. We went to school together, and he was the first one who like even introduced the word polyamory to me, because that's like how his
So you
parents
enabled
were.
someone underage.
What's that?
You enabled someone underage with their sexual fantasies.
I mean, I guess if you want to put it that way, it was more like you know, he, you know, had a crush on me for a long time, for like years. And I was always like, you know, doing my own thing, being like, you know, like...
Did you talk to him while he had a crush on you?
Yeah, we used to be in art class together. And, like, no, we weren't in the same art class. We would go to the art room during study hall, and we had the same, like, study hall, like, time slot. So I would always go to the art room to work on my art with my extra time in school, and he would do the same. And that's kind of how we, like, started to get to know each other. But I didn't learn of his crush on me for a while, you know. And I was also attempting to be monogamous with a guy who was like older than me when I was that age, which did not work out. I felt crammed into a little box of like, you need to do this, you need to do that. He like wanted me in that like trad wife role where it's like, we get married, you get pregnant, we start having kids, I provide for you, you stay home and provide for the kids and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, not about that life, because at the age of 17, I was the oldest girl in the family to have not had a kid yet, which is fucked up. So I was like surrounded by all of these younger mother figures, and you know, I saw how stressed out all of them were, and I saw how, like, manipulative and controlling all of their boyfriends and husbands were. And so I just eventually was like, once like the walls started closing in on me, and he was like, you know, he didn't want me going to college. He didn't want me, like, doing things to better my life. He just wanted me to, like, graduate high school, be done with that, and start like making babies. And I was just like, well, no, I'm gonna do my thing. And so that's when I broke up with him.
The 16-year-old?
No, the guy that I was with before all of that happened, when I was a teenager. I was with a guy who was older. He was probably like, I don't know, too old to go to my senior prom. I know that because they put age limits on like the senior prom. You had to be under the age of 21 to be able to attend a senior prom, because they didn't want, they didn't want the kids to have access to people who had alcohol. And I was like, okay, well, I think it's kind of counterproductive. Like, you should have all of these kids with their 21 plus boyfriends at the prom so they're not out getting alcohol elsewhere. Like, if they can't go to prom, what else are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was kind of like counterproductive, but that's what they chose to do. So I didn't go to senior prom.
So you think they should allow the 21 plus boyfriends to go with the little girls to prom?
I just thought that it made more sense, like, in terms of what their reasoning was, because they thought that it was going to promote alcoholism. I thought that it would be safer to, like, have the secret prom.
I do it loud.
Oh shit.
And I'm proud.
Oh shit.
You know what it is. We about to get lit. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what it is. We about to get lit. My nigga nifty, M.A.P. My nigga nifty, M.A.P. If you want it, then you know that you got something in your heart, and you gotta follow it. That's the nifty promise. We don't do politics. Yeah, my nigga nifty, M.A.P. My nigga nifty, M.A.P. gotta call in, she gotta follow her, she ain't stopping. And all of the polycules bow down to the one true queen of the whole town. Nifty, if Nifty's your niggas, yeah, Nifty, yeah, Nifty, yeah, my nigga Nifty, make content, yeah, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P, Nifty, she gotta call in, and her heart, you know she gonna follow it, and she don't care what lady gotta say, cause Nifty always been doing it her own way. Nifty, she don't care, yeah, she got the cool hair, and Nifty just don't care what y'all gotta say. She do it the Nifty way. My nigga Nifty, M.A.P, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P. You know I got Nifty shit on lock. You know I blow up the whole damn spot. Yeah.
I was wondering if that bit was gonna get brought back in or not.
Oh, yeah, that's Nifty. Me and Nifty, you know we get crazy. Me and Nifty and the content queen. Yeah, you know she in that AP. My nigga Nifty, M.A.P, my nigga Nifty, M.A.P. Yeah, you gotta call in. No Steve in your heart, you gotta call in. You know that we love everybody. Don't matter, she don't trust me. No, Nifty in her heart, she don't know hate. So if you're looking for love, she don't discriminate. That's why we call her the queen. Yeah, my nigga Nifty,
This place is haunted! I gotta take a bathroom break. I didn't want to interrupt him with his beauteous little routine there.
Nifty needs fresh meat. Fresh 16-year-old meat. Right?
No. I'll laugh at the jokes, but like, I don't know. I think it's time to come up with some new jokes about other things too.
It's time to bring Jimmy.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
I'm trying to get out of here.
It smells like cigarettes and Nifty.
Got a
Nifty
forced
got a hold of
cardio
my
for
cracker ass when I was 12. Hashtag me too. Hashtag never forget. Hashtag stop
Was there
Asian
any more
hate.
salad
You
left?
get to get on this
I wasn't
first
able
card.
to eat that because
Was
it's got shellfish touching everything.
Say it again. Could you just go ahead and do the forced cardio now?
Can I finish eating so it doesn't upset my stomach having to move around while I'm eating?
Actually, let's just wrap this up. Nifty, if you're, let's go ahead and leave. Let's just.
Asterisk, 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 asterisk,
No more
asterisk, 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 asterisk,
thank you, Gutter Shine. Forced cardio.
That's how you do a forced cardio, guys. That's how you do a forced cardio. No more nifties, Altar you win. Yeah, I just kicked Nifty off the show. So, you won. But do you want to hang out for a minute while I do whatever? I'll figure you out. Yeah, cool. I'll get you made and shit. Yeah, come up here. Zoltar, I respect the hell out of you, man. This is a winner.
What up, people? Apparently I won.
Yeah. I couldn't take Nifty anymore, man. I'm sorry.
Vertical bar, vertical bar, vertical bar, vertical bar, vertical bar, vertical bar, vertical bar.
What, you want to join in the section?
Yo, Nifty.
You're back.
You're back?
I'm just grabbing my stuff.
Oh, that sucks. What happened?
I guess I'm
He's
just
a pedophile.
I'm just
Oh my
fun.
god. Screwed it
Well,
up.
have fun, guys. 10 fun facts about scrotums.
10 fun facts about scrotums. I want to hear them.
No, I thought you had them.
Oh, no.
You have nice meeting you too.
Good luck with their dialysis
Take
appointment, you
care,
fat
man.
nasty hog. Stay away from the pediatric wing. Rainbow Rioter file.
Jeez. They must like really care.